Transformers, more than meets the eyes. This is Chucky from Collecting for Fun, and today we're going to be reviewing a Transformers Legacy Evolution. This is of Transformer Magnificus, which is basically a reprinting of the of Perceptor in black. And actually, I did have this toy when I was younger, so I don't know. I think it was the original form of Perceptor in that it was all black, and that it originally transformed into not only a microscope, which is what Perceptor is primarily known as for, being the scientist, and that's what he transforms into in the show, but he was also transforming into a tank. So I was very interested to see this toy when I saw it available. So we're going to be opening this up. So I'm going to open that up for the first time. And I honestly don't know if it follows the same transformation as the original Perceptor or I guess Magnificus in this situation, as if it transforms the same way or not, but we're going to find out. Let's open up the box here. And so that is what it looks like. So we're going to take a look at this. So we can see that it comes with a lot of cardboard. We're going to take this all out, and that is the toy there. And we have, it looks like, hopefully the instructions, because I don't want to guess and think it transforms the exact way. So yes, it has the instructions. So we're going to leave these out. It looks like there's definitely a number of instructions, just front and back. So let's have a look at have a look at this, get it opened up, and so I need two hands. I got to put the camera down. So there it is there, and obviously the one thing, there's the microscope sticking out of the box. One thing I did notice, obviously right off the bat, is this one, unlike my toy that I grew up with, this one has no die-cast metal. It's all plastic, and that's pretty typical for most of the newer Transformers. Let's take this guy out. He's also, in comparison, you can see he is much shorter than my G1 Perceptor. I'm just going to get, he does come with a little gun there. So let's see how he's supposed to form. Oh, there it is. So we're going to move this down to here. We got a gun that goes over here. So let's put him on the little stand here. So let's put these two together. You can see that the original Perceptor is definitely a lot bigger. This Magnificus happens to be a Decepticon. You can tell right from the chest, or the symbol right there. Let's see, very similar in many aspects, but different in others. Obviously, Perceptor has more weapons. The gun, the coloring's a lot different, obviously. You can see it's more simple here. There's no, this is the original G1. It's a lot more metal reflecting there. This one's very simple, plastic, more dull in color. Magnificus has very simple colors. It's black and kind of grayish, similar to Megatron. A little bit of red in the chest. So that's probably the only similar areas there. Head shape is very similar. You can see Perceptor has, more yellow eyes, obviously, but the head shape's pretty similar there. Obviously, the microscope portion is similar, although that has the Decepticon sign on it, and that one has the Autobot sign on it in different locations. Okay, so this one has no stickers on the front. I do not believe there are any stickers to put on. No, there's nothing else in the box. So there's no stickers to put on, thank goodness, because I hate putting those things on. But you can see that, yes, Perceptor is a lot bigger than Magnificus, at least the G1 version. But that's fine. This is a newer toy, released probably last year, I believe. So we're going to see how this one transforms. So let's kind of zoom out a little bit. Let me get the instructions. So here are the instructions here. And it shows that he carries, I put it on the right way. Let's have a look at the way he looks in the back there. So in the back, pretty simple. There's nothing, not a lot of details there. But yeah, very good. And so the gun he also has, they put on through the right hand, so I did do that right. He's got some pretty decent articulation based on this thing. So let's see how this thing articulates, and then we'll transform it. So yes, the legs do move, much more flexible than Perceptor. Perceptor has very limited joints, but this one, the legs just move very nicely. You can kind of saddle up there on a if you wanted to. But yeah, the joints of the legs definitely move in different ways. The arms move a lot more freely than the original Perceptor. So yeah, so there's definitely been an upgrade as far as mobility of this. And so that's all good. So let's have a look to see actually how it transforms. So let's do it. So step one, it says we're going to turn. So I mean, yeah, as I said before I do that, that's very simple. You know, the robot form looks very similar to original Perceptor. You can see even the ridges for the tanks are right there. And even the original Perceptor, although he doesn't transform it into a tank on the show, he has the ridges there too. So they kept that pretty simple, similar. Now, the original microscope actually did work. When I was a kid, it actually did work. This one has a little thing for his head. Looks like in this situation for Magnificus, we're just flipping the head down. So we don't have to worry about that part. So step one of transforming this toy is we're going to take off the gun. We're going to put the hands to the side. We are going to turn his head around. And then it says we're going to flip the head down. So let's turn that around and flip the head down there all the way. And then it says we're flipping something up on his arms. No, sorry, we're not flipping anything on the arms. We're pulling the arms down. There we go. And then we are moving this thing that way. It says we're moving this out. The instructions I'm looking at for the first time, so we'll look at that. So it's saying that we have to flip the, oh, sorry, the microscope gets flipped over, so I did that kind of wrong there. So it was here originally. We're going to flip it to the side, it looks like. And then we're flipping it up. And then we're doing something to snap this shoulder thing up. Okay, let's see how that works. So I do see there's a little tag here, so I'm assuming this goes like this, and this thing flips up, yes, and engages into that slot. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go there. So, and then, yes, and it shows that right there. So let's go to the next step, which is step 7. Looks like we are doing something with the hands. He's facing backwards, and we're pulling the arms upwards, and we're turning them so that the fists are facing out. So let's do those 2 steps. So we're pulling the arms up, and we're going to flip the arms in like this. So I think we did that right, and we're pulling the arms, sorry, did I do that right? It says we're pulling the arms up, kind of like this. And then we're doing something, looks like we're going to pull the arms, rotate the arms down. Okay, so that's a rotation of the arms. So we're going to have these screwy things facing downwards now. So now we got the fist facing up. And then we're also doing some kind of movement. I think I did this wrong. Yeah, sorry, I did that wrong. So we have to flip arms like this. And we're going to move this arm down and actually turn this joint that way, and that makes more sense. And then we're going to have those facing down. So it looks like we got them like this, almost in a T shape there. Yeah, and then we are also going to bring something down. This is a very strange picture. We're going to pull down something to engage into that slot. So let's see what that is about. So it looks like there's a thing here. No, that goes there. Huh, I don't see what we're doing there. That's very strange. Or is it the maybe it's the motion I just did. I think it is. I think it's the motion I just did. So we have the slots down there. Okay, so that's okay. We've actually passed that step. So now we're going to fold the hands in, and then we're going to pull everything, the arms up. All right, so let's do that. So we're going to fold the hands in. There we go. And then we're going to fold the hands up. Good. And let's see. And they're supposed to lock into the little black slot there. And that goes into that slot there. Okay, so let's snap that together. Zoom out a bit. So that should snap in, and that should snap in. Okay, so that part looks like we did okay. I don't know if I have it as tight as I want, but I don't think I can get it in closer. All right, the next step is we're going to pull his feet up now. Feet down like that. And then we're going to tip his feet down like this. So we just did those two steps there. And then we're going to give him the splits. Pull his legs out there. And then do a bendy thing on his joints. So let's do that. Alright, so we're going to bend his legs out like that. And it looks like I got to bend. No, that was right the first time. Then I got to bend his legs in like this. Okay. Alright. I believe I did that right. Sorry, it's out of focus. So he looks like that now. And then we just have to flip down his chest plate and bring down the microscope portion. And I think we got it. So let's bring him back a bit. We'll flip this thing down. Does it flip down easy? Okay, there we go. There we go. And then we're going like that. Let's make sure his legs are stabilized better. I don't know if that's in his hip joint correctly, but I think we got the gist of it. So that is the microscope form right there. So let's move that out, and we'll kind of put that centered. And we'll just kind of rotate this to see the different sides of that. So yeah, there is the microscope version or transformation form of Magnificus. And looks pretty decent. I have no complaints about that. So it looks like it's just a few steps. Just a few steps to transform from there into... He doesn't look like some kind of tank mode. So let's have a look and see how we do that. So it looks like step one, we're going to just flip him back a bit to where he's currently at. We're going to just kind of take him, I guess, and we're going to flip him back a little bit that way. That's what it looks like. And then we're doing something with his legs now. It looks like we're going to snap his legs somehow. Looks like we've got to turn his joints in a little bit. Yeah, interesting. Yes, so we're just basically folding him down. Oh wait, I think you'd have to turn him the other way. Is it like this? Okay, yes. So we turn his legs in like that. And I guess his legs have to turn like this, so that these things are outside. So we had to turn his legs in kind of like that now. And I think there's something we have to do with his legs somehow to get these things to snap in. I'm just trying to figure out, based on the picture, what we're snapping together. It says we're supposed to snap something there. So he's up a bit. And looks like there's something on the side there. Oh, I see. Does that make any sense? Those are sitting up. I honestly don't see where this is supposed to snap together. It's kind of weird. There's a little slot they're showing on the picture right there. I guess that's the slot right here. And that's supposed to go into the leg joint somewhere. Okay, well, let's figure that out. Is there a spot for that? Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, so that's what that is. Alright, so I have the leg angled slightly different. See, there is a slot right here that this is supposed to go into. So let's see if we can get that into there. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Just going to line that up properly. Okay. Alright. Just a little bit of confusion there, but it looks like that is the tank form right there. So just a few steps to get him to that form. And yeah, let's have a look at the tank form. I'm calling it a tank form. I don't know if it's just a cannon. But I mean, it has the wheels there, so I'm going to call it tank form. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. You can transform him as a cannon, or tank, or microscope. And then it looks like we can add the gun to the side there if we wish to add some more artillery. And so, yeah, let's do that. And that's what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so let's add the little gun there to the side. And then, where does it go? It looks like right on the side of the cannon or on his arm. Oh yeah, right into the microscope here. I think it goes right into the microscope. Yep, there it is. So you can see the gun attaches right to the side there. And so we have tank form, Magnificus. And so yeah, that is Magnificus. Kind of a cool transformer, a little variation on G1 Perceptor. A lot more mobility, so it transforms slightly different than I remember. I still don't know exactly, I'm sure I can look it up, but I haven't figured out how to transform Perceptor into a tank. And because this is a G1 transformer, I don't really want to force the joints. So you're going to have to trust me that you can check out an old video that I did about transforming G1 Perceptor into his microscope form. But today that's we have now transformed Magnificus into tank mode and as well as microscope mode. So let's see if we can figure out how to transform him back into his back into robot form. Hopefully a little bit simpler. So we're gonna obviously release the feet first from the hands. There we go. All right. So we kind of know that the legs have to kind of form like this. So, oh, I'm going to turn the leg joint that way. So it looks like I got the legs right already. As I said, this is the first time I'm transforming it, so obviously there's going to be a little bit more unknown about how to transform it. So it seems to be a lot easier transforming it back now that I kind of have some idea of what to do with the arms and whatnot. So let's move his arm up. And there we go. We're going to pull the arms out there. Pull the arms out here. So not too bad so far. The hand's not snapping there. Kind of loose. Let's see if I can get, there we go. We got it popped in there. So now we just got to unrelease this part here. So I believe this, something detaches. This attaches here. And then we're going to kind of move that like that. Flip the head up. There we go. And just turn it around. Oh, that was so much easier to transform him back. And then we get the gun in there. So there is Magnificus. And yeah, you can see that it took me like 15 minutes or so to transform it into the two forms. But like literally only minutes or maybe a minute or two to transform it back. Again, back in robot form. Very cool joint mobility. I think that's supposed to snap in there. Yeah, very cool joint mobility. And so a lot of posability compared to original G1 toys. So they really kind of figured out certain things, what to create more playability with these. So I do like what they did with that. And so yeah, very cool toy. I'm very happy I did purchase this. So this is a little different upgrade, a little bit variation of Perceptor. I'm actually wondering if the newer version of Perceptor that they came out with the 86 toy line is more or less the same as this one or not, as far as how it transforms. I honestly don't know, but it looks, yeah, pretty cool here, and I'm very happy to have that. So again, comparison. Definitely much more mobility. The original Perceptor is a lot bigger in size, but as you can see, the joint mobility is a lot more restrictive. He doesn't have as much posability as this one does here. So yeah, I'm glad to have both so I can compare them side by side. And it looks like we're going to have a lot of fun with this one, my son and I. And so thank you for watching this opening and first time transforming Magnificus into, well, first from robot form to microscope form to tank form and back again. Thanks for indulging me in my first experience there. And we will see you guys soon. Let us know in the comments section what other Transformers you want to see us review, or what other Transformers you're looking forward to seeing in as they become more release more and more of these. And what do you think of this particular Magnificus Transformer? And please hit that like and subscribe button, and so that way you don't miss any more upcoming cool videos from Collecting for Fun. Again, this is Chucky from Collecting for Fun, and we thank you, and I thank you so much for watching this video. Take care, guys. Bye.